Do you want to really get good at music? Do you really want to learn how to play piano or whatever instrument you have in a way that captures people, that like gains the attention of new fans, that can generate money for you, can like really move people and create art? You have to have an attitude adjustment. There's one way you need to approach this that will work. And I'm willing to bet if you're watching this video, you are approaching music with the exact wrong attitude. So let's jump into it. What am I talking about? Well, I just want to say, ever since I can remember as a teenager, even like a preteen, when I started to get really invested in playing piano and playing music, got excited about myself as a musician and getting into music, I've always been willing to dive into hard things. When somebody showed me a music exercise or a song and I couldn't do it, my first impulse was to go, ooh, this is really hard. Let me go nuts on this until I can get it. My first impulse is to say, I want to do this and I'm going to work on this. You kind of have to be insane and irrational and say, even though this thing is hard and I can't do it, I'm going to just go balls to the wall and work on it and throw myself at it until I can get it right. You see, I think a lot of people who play music have these like really dumb limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs around like, ooh, I'll never be great at music, or, oh, I'm just, I'm in my 40s. I'm just an old guy. I'll never be good. I can't figure that out. Or I only play simple stuff. Like I'm not going to be the best musician in the room. Whatever. Do you hear yourself in any of these? Throw that shit away, my brother or sister. Throw that away. Be unreasonable. Be irrational. Believe you could play anything on your instrument. I mean anything. If you're playing piano, believe you have the capacity in your soul to play just as good as Chick Corea or Herbie Hancock or Corey Henry or Brad Mehldau or anyone you love. Believe that you have what it takes to play the most complicated music, to play thousands of songs, to play any style. And what I've seen is that like when people have these limiting beliefs around what they could accomplish at the piano, they don't go all in when they're practicing. I've seen people where I give them an exercise to work on, and when I know that they don't believe they could be amazing, they only half work on the exercise. They kind of do it and then they say, oh, that's a good one, I should work on that. And they don't actually work on it. And what they end up doing is they skim the tops of lots of different things. They kind of half learn a song here, half transcribe a solo there, half work on a scale or a chord. And they shy away from it when it gets hard, because when it gets hard is when your belief system, when your soul needs to kick in and say, no, this is hard, but I am good at music. I can do hard things. I can do hard things related to music. And on the other side of pushing through this is my dreams of playing music on a really high level. My dreams of always feeling confident on stage. My dreams of being able to confidently say yes to playing with anyone, to jam with anybody. My dreams of knowing when I walk into a room, if there's musicians and they want me to join, I'm going to be able to say, hell yes, I can play with you, and I'm going to contribute, and you're going to love playing with me. You're going to want to keep me on stage all night. So the lesson here is forget, like, screw your heroes, screw your age, your belief about what you can and can't accomplish about music, and just when you sit at the piano, be irrational and be hungry and say, yeah, I'm going to practice this until I get it right. I'm going to like go nuts at this. I'm going to throw myself at the wall until it hurts. I'm going to play this pattern or this solo or this scale or whatever until I am dominating it and I'm the best in the world at it. And believe you actually could be the best in the world at something at your instrument. Because like why not? Like, who cares? Like, you're not arrogant to want to be really good at your instrument. You're not arrogant to believe that you could be really good at your instrument. Like, everybody has the same 10 fingers. Look, can you do this? Can you wiggle your fingers this fast? Okay, then you can go. You can play. Nobody has like special magic fingers. Sure, somebody might have extra long fingers. I'm 6 feet tall, so my fingers are maybe a little long, but like I went to college with tiny little Asian girls who could play Rachmaninoff and smoke me at that. I know tiny little Asian girls who can play anything on the piano. So like you really have no excuse. I'm friends with a bass player with a deformed left hand. Deformed from birth. He has like 2 little half fingers on his left hand, and he can shred on the bass. There is no excuse. If you can't play what you want to play, you got to go to your belief system. And you probably don't believe you're worth being able to do that. And if that's where you're coming from, then yeah, you're never going to figure out that Charlie Parker solo. You're never going to memorize that tune. You're never going to master those scales. You're never going to be able to play in time and groove. But if you say, I have music deep in my soul because I'm a human with a soul and we are music. Music is like the language of the universe. And I can play amazing music and I can work through music when it gets hard and get out at the other side and accomplish it. You're going to be able to do it. So this is like a pick me up video today. If you seriously take some time to examine your beliefs around music. And if there's any negative beliefs around your ability to perform music, just throw them away. Throw them away right now. And say, yes, I can do hard things at the piano. I can play amazing music. I can wow people with my piano ability. Thanks so much for watching. Happy practicing. I'll catch you soon.